Hey guys, I got a bunch of parts here to make a cold air intake in a 2013 Chevy Captiva. It's got the GDI 2.4 liter. Really not a fan of it, so I'm going to put together as many of these pieces as possible. Well, this is the shape I need. I already figured it out. I wanted to stay away from 90-degree bends because I figured they hurt the flow the worst. So I went with 60s on either end. 60, then like 22 and a half, maybe 45, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, and 60 again is what I ended up using. So got a bunch of couplers for them. I'm going to reuse the factory stock air cleaner, air box. Here's the coupler I'm going to use to go that with, and then I'm putting a catch can in. This one here has a dipstick on it. It's got, if I wanted to have a breather on it, there's a nice, you can tell very well. But I got some hoses for it too. Wasn't sure what size I would need, so I just got 4 or 5 foot of each, of a quarter, 5/16, and 3/8. And I got a manifold kit here for it. And this kit here came with oh shoot, I don't know how long I've had it. A long damn time. I've had it probably 12 or 13 years. And I built a bunch of cold air intake kits out of it. It just has all the bins. I mean, you obviously can't use this as an actual cold air intake piece, but it comes with a bunch of different sizes, a bunch of different bins, and a bunch of straight pieces and stuff. And you can build your own kit, see what size you need to put the filter where you want it, and to the throttle body and stuff. So anyway, the newer stuff, the newer boxes don't come with the couplers on them. The old school boxes, which I just threw a couple of them away, the old ones actually come with the collars here. The new ones are just the fucking pipes, so they kind of piss me off. So instead, you have to buy these bastards that are $8 fucking a piece. So, and naturally, the bigger ones are fucking more expensive. So, lovely. Anyway, I'm going to slap this all together real quick, and then I'll take you to the car side. All right, here's the cold air intake. I need to get a coupler for down here on the throttle body, and I need one more. The good couplers there, and this here, I need to kind of. I think I'll probably run it back behind this engine cover and and have it go back in my catch can. I'm not sure where I was planning on putting my catch can just yet. Hold on, just. I kind of thought about putting my catch can. I mean, to change my oil, I got to get down to there. So I don't really want to have too much stuff covering up right here, but I thought maybe about mounting the catch can right there-ish. Unless I might mount it to the shock tower back here. Or the strut tower. I was just thinking up here along just behind the radiator would be pretty easy to get to. I might go right here and right in the middle. I can still be able to reach down there, still be able to reach down and get the oil, but I'll be able to unscrew this catch can and drain it out. Anyway, that's my plan for the cold air intake. It's not really a cold air intake, it's just a cleaned up design. Like I said, I plan on, hang on just a second. Let's go ahead and pull off the engine cover. Don't get any shit out of there, do we? So, yeah, I was gonna around this guy, which you can see some of the stuff that poured out of here. Okay, it was laying on top of this. Gross. Yeah, this is the shit that drained out of my stock intake. Yeah, there's a bunch of nasty shit that comes out of the valve covers and stuff. You can tell when I took it off, a bunch of stuff. You see that white there, that milky looking crap down in that? Yeah. That's what we're trying to avoid. The engine sucking that shit in. And I got an inspection camera. I can probably run this down and do it to the intake valves and see just how nasty that stuff is. So I'm not necessarily even looking for like performance intake or anything. I'm using the stock air box, stock mass airflow sensor, which I've got an adapter that I could bolt this into for my cold air intake stuff, but I don't need to. I don't think. All I'm interested in is stopping that shit from getting inside the intake. So here's some more of it that I actually wiped out, or wiped off the intake or wiped off the throttle body and crap. So yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be pretty nasty in there. So that's my plan. Use a stock 2.4 liter. Use a stock 2.4 liter air filter. Use a stock engine cover, and then just use that cold air intake and the catch can. And I should have plenty of room to mount it and not have a big deal. You know, that catch can, right? I guess right over here, I guess. I don't know. Can't be any worse. I'd rather not suck that shit in, so. Because the gas mileage is getting really shitty on this thing, so it's just. The last tank was under 16 miles a gallon. On a 2.4 liter automatic, a Chevy Captiva. It's little, you know, it's not like it's my fucking Silverado, which I don't expect to get good gas mileage because it's making fucking over 400 horse. So, and I drive it like that too. So, I mean, it's ridiculous how bad a mileage this thing gets. So, yep, that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna replace the stock air intake tube, which the stock, it really doesn't look that inefficient, really. I mean, you can see the casting and stuff. I mean, there is a little box here, and there's a little box here for silencing and stuff, and here's this flex pipe. So it's not horrible, but I think it can be improved upon. And I don't care if I hear a little whooshing sound, but I definitely don't want. I want to run a catch can, and I don't want whatever shit was getting in this box to come out. Because it's just fucking nasty. How much, I mean, port injection was fine. I liked the performance potential of direct injection. Yeah, port injection's fine. It's just, I like the performance potential of direct injection, but not a huge fan of the gummed up, the carboned up intake valves. So, yep, I guess I'll go ahead and put this adapter back on. Actually, let's double check and make sure I've got big enough hose. Yeah, not really sure where I left off, but here's where I'm at. I've got this clamp, or this boot here, it goes on there. I did put a grommet back here for my catch can, my catch can fittings, and this fitting here should be easy enough to get to adapt to that. One other thing I decided, I got some copper line. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it or not, but I think coming out of here, I'd like to use this copper line to cool this stuff down if there is any kind of, moisture or oil mist. Before going to the catch can, I'd like to cool it down so it condenses, it becomes liquid before being sucked back up into the intake. So I think I'm going to mount this kind of low. I know I said something about mounting it around, around here area. I think I'm going to go kind of low with it and just come straight out of here. And they were out of soft copper tubing. Otherwise I would have made a little coil. But I think just running a piece of this straight down and then having some more of this half-inch elbow or half-inch rubber hose, to go in over here. I think I'm probably going to go that route. Like I said, just to cool it off a little bit and let stuff condense before coming back up into the intake. So anyway, I think I'm going to start kind of half-ass planning stuff now, and hang on just a second. There we go. All right, yep, I went ahead and decided to mount the catch can down there. I think I'll still be able to, it's still going to be a pain in the ass to check the fluid and stuff in it, but I guess there is a dipstick on top, so I can check it a little easier that way. Went ahead and drilled a hole. There was one hole already there, and I went ahead and drilled another. They ended up coming out about right there. There should be plenty of clearance. I mean, I got like 1 inch long bolts. It doesn't really stick out too far. I don't think I'll have to worry about the tire issue with it because it is pretty damn close to that strut. So if I'm turning that far, it's going to be, yeah, the tires are going to be fucking cranked. So anyway, yeah, that's where I decided to put shit. I got a case of freaking Mobile One here. There it is on sale. That's why I got 1040. But yeah, I figure I'll mount there instead of down here. My mounting options were pretty slim up here. It's either, there wasn't a whole lot to actually mount to. So I wanted to have it low, so you know what, we'll call it good back there. Now I can go ahead and run it back, maybe along this rail here. See if I got room, see how much room I actually have. And then, yeah, like I said, see how much room I actually have there. Maybe I can still run some of that straight pipe. The inlet's over here, the outlet is over out here. The outlet will go, directly into that. And, yeah, I guess the last thing, now I should just run this. I don't know if I should go up here or over to the side. Sorry. Up here along this timing chain. And surely that's a timing gear right here, or the cam gear. But, or maybe they're back here, I guess, and I don't know why that would be higher there if it wasn't the... Anyway, I need to go from here to that inlet. So, hang on a second. Alright, I went ahead and ran underneath. Looks like, what is that, an AC line? I'm going to zip tie it to that. Like I said, got a hose clamp here. Down. And then, oh shit, it's kinked there. That's nice. Alright, so here it is all together. You can kind of see it back there in the back. I got it coming out of here, out of this point here, going back into the catch can, coming out of the catch can, going in right there, feeding through the factory air box. I have a Can-In air filter coming for it, but it won't be here till tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up and see if, I don't know, see if I can get any, I don't know, I guess just take it on a test drive. Anyway, there's kind of the cold air intake slash, you kind of see it back there, the catch can. New Can-In. I got some, I don't know if it's disturbing news or not, but empty. Got my catch can. 4 days, 1,200 miles. Ooh, definitely has a very petroleum smell to it. That's what my catch can caught, which it was full to the top after 4 days and about 1,200 miles. So, gross. Alright guys, here's my cold air intake. Got some grease and shit on it. Just put a Can-In filter in here. Here's the old filter. It wasn't dirty by any means. But the catch can's mounted back there. And you just saw how much stuff I pulled out of that damn thing. So, gross. But, yeah. Pretty solid. I've got the vacuum hose coming in down there on the bottom. And don't worry, that's tighter than shit, so it ain't coming out. But yeah, that's what I did to try to combat all the blow-by and crap. So anyway, that's how many miles it is that it took. Yeah, let's go ahead and cycle through this bad boy. That's how many gallons I've used since at 1,200 miles. So, if that tells you anything. Well, we can see better now, but yeah, there's